Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. Today we get to meet Traverse City's first sovereign citizen. He normally goes by Grady, but for today it's Mr. Bay. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
The 2013 case. He is the one that's below that on the docket of Tepheus Bay. They're the same person. He changed his name and we just didn't change it on our system.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I do grant my name to the court. I'm here.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Are you Lord Serapis Ophiuchus Bay?
I grant my name to the court. Correct, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay. Let's go on the record then in two files. First up is,
Was that directed to me?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that Miss Lee is here. And Miss, good afternoon again. Did you have a chance to talk to Mr. Ophiuchus Bay?
I did.
Okay. Let's go on the record then, and it's two files. First is 23-14453-FC. In that file, we're here for an arraignment on a probation violation. And we're also here on another matter, which is 13-11730-FH. That is under the defendant's original name of Lonnie L. Grady. That's a collections matter that we'll go through, but obviously is not the primary concern this afternoon. We're going to focus on the probation violation issue. So, Ms. Lee, let me start with you. Have you had a chance to meet with the defendant and go over the allegations as part of the probation violation, and how are we going to be proceeding this afternoon?
I have had an opportunity to review that matter with who now goes back to apparently Mr. Grady, from what I understand. And he does understand the allegations. Will be entering a plea of not guilty and requesting the assignment of counsel.
And sir, is it correct? Do you prefer to go by the name Lonnie Grady then?
They call me Grady, but I do just prefer Bay is fine.
Bay? Okay.
Yes.
And so if I refer to you as Mr. Bay, is that appropriate?
That is very appropriate. Yes, sir.
Okay, then that's what I'll do.
Thank you, sir.
So on the probation violation case, I will enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Bay's behalf and grant the request for a court-appointed attorney. We will get that set before Judge Elsenheimer, the timing for which will be dependent on the next question. But Ms. Lee, in terms of a bond?
We are asking for a PR bond.
Hi, sir. Are you Mr. Bay?
Granted to the court. Yes, I am.
Okay. And that's, I think when I was with you last time, sir, you indicated that was the name that you wanted me to use. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's go on the record then and file 23-14453-FC, People of the State of Michigan versus Bay. We're here for an arraignment on a probation violation. I would note this is a Judge Elsenheimer case, but he is covering a case up in Charlevoix County, and so that's why I'm covering it, Mr. Hubble. Mr. Hubble is here as MIDC for Mr. Bay, and then we have Agent Herman in the courtroom on behalf of the department, as well as court staff and clerk staff. We're going to conduct the arraignment in a hybrid fashion, absent objection. Mr. Hubble, let me start with you. Have you had a chance to meet with Mr. Bay, and how are we going to be proceeding this afternoon?
Your Honor, I have had a chance to meet with him. We reviewed the probation violation allegations. He understands them. He'd waive a formal reading of those. He understands he's got the right to ask for an attorney and ask for a hearing. He would like to exercise that right. In the past, he's been represented by Mr. Graff.
Okay. I will enter not guilty pleas on Mr. Bay's behalf. I will also approve the request for a court-appointed attorney. We will note on the dispo form that he has had Mr. Graff in the past. So, Mr. Bay, I can't guarantee that you'll get Mr. Graff again, but we will certainly notify the MIDC coordinator's office of that. Usually they try to assign that same person because obviously that person has a familiarity with you, but I can't guarantee that. And so we will get it set for a probation violation hearing in front of Judge Elsenheimer, the timing of which will depend on whether a bond is issued. Mr. Hubble, do you all have a position on that?
He would like to be released on bond. He's lived at the same address for the last 6 months. He has been in contact with his probation agent, Mr. Herman. He works at 4 different places here in town. He has an 11-year-old daughter, as well as he lives with his girlfriend here locally. So he has ties to the community. He's not really a flight risk. I know there may be some concern about his testing and things, but he would ask the court to allow him to continue those jobs while this matter's pending.
Okay, thank you. Agent Herman, does the department have a position on bond?
Thank you, Your Honor. It's my understanding that the relationship between the defendant and his girlfriend, there was a domestic violence that happened in the last few weeks, so there is likely a no contact order in place. However, I can't verify this time, as I don't have access to the court system in district court. Mr. Bay,
hang on a second. It's okay, Mr. Bay.
Mr. Bay was released from his initial jail sentence back in September, and it wasn't until approximately 2 weeks ago that we actually got him back on a reporting schedule. He had absconded supervision for that time. We've only been working with each other for approximately 1 week until this new case came about. So I would request that some sort of cash bond be put on the defendant. Thank you.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Your Honor, actually, Mrs. Muggenberg sent a close of the case with the no.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, it's okay, Mr. Bay. I have access to the district court computer, so I'm just checking that currently. I don't know what it's under. Agent Herman, do you know if the allegations related to counts 4 and count 5, do you know if new charges are pending for those or coming?
There are, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. Well, given the circumstances, I certainly understand Mr. Bay wanting to be released, especially given the 4 jobs. But given that new charges are going to be pending, if they're not already, for count 4 and 5, I have very serious concerns for his safety as well as the public. So there won't be a bond issued at this time. What we'll do is get it set before Judge Elsenheimer as quickly as possible, Mr. Bay, so that way at least the attorney that you're going to have can address bond in the future again if he would or she would like. So thank you. We're all set on your case, sir.
Control 1 back to 1 0.